Hey Kaylee, it's Trevor, your boyfriend. I just wanted to say I love you and I cannot wait to make that 2-day road trip, stay in a yurt in Albuquerque, and get to Vegas and spend time with your friends. It's gonna be amazing. I love you so much.
Hey bestie, it's me, your roommate, your buddy and bro for life. It is I, Molly Schottenkirk, and I just need to tell you, sit your butt down real quick, why I love you. Oh, serious. You are one of my closest friends that I've made in college, and I'm very, very lucky to have you and have someone that I can be goofy with. And you're very loyal and trustworthy, and you're just a good person to be around. Oh, it's getting all mushy. I love you, buddy. I also absolutely adore, and I think it's completely iconic, that no matter what we're doing, where we are, how we are, you will always find us two quoting the last 30 minutes of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Only the last 30 minutes. The Obi-Wan and Anakin fight, and then we switch between who's Anakin and who's Obi-Wan. I think it's so nerdy, but it's so iconic, and I love that it just never gets old for us. It never gets old. We always do it. You always make me laugh, and you're just so fun to be around. I love you, Rumi. I'll see you later.
Hi, I'm Sophia Dollenmere, and I am making a gift for my big. I have a canvas. I have a very quickly drawn and badly drawn reference photo. I am not like an artist. Not at all. Okay, this is my rough sketch. This is what it looks like as of now. Okay, I finished.
Yes, let's go. Ooh, ooh.
Hi, will you come downstairs, let me into Methodist?
All right, so what are we doing, Sophia?
Okay,
What's
so
up?
I'm giving a gift to my big and my best friend and
Love.
my awesome person. That's a weird way to describe it, but Arissa Brown, she's an angel. Absolutely love her. I say broski sometimes, and it's funny.
Duh,
So, yeah, it's really funny. So I said broski so much last semester, we started calling each other Big Ski and Litsky.
Good.
And then we're like, the party's Litsky, man. And then she was like, oh, you're Litsky. And I was like, and I was like, Big Ski, broski, Ningsky. So I made her a painting. It's a Big Ski. She's a Big Ski. And I'm really mad that it's not perfect. And then I also gave her a little note in the back.
Oh, cute love.
Hashtag boomy. You look so cute. Okay, this is for you.
This is for me?
Yeah, you can open it.
Oh, this is so cute! It's like skis!
Yeah!
In the ticket box!
Yeah, I know.
Should I read this aloud?
Sure, if you
This
want.
is really cute.
Give us a dramatic reading. Hey,
To the
Rissa.
best big ski there is. Never forget how much your Linsky loves you. I look up to you so much, and it's honestly hard to imagine how I live my life without you. Stop. Thank you for always being there and for inspiring me to be a better person. Love you to the ski slopes and back.
Read the
You want me to read the hashtags? Yeah. She said hashtag Litsky, hashtag broski with 2 eyes, hashtag brewski with 2 eyes, big hashtag bisky, hashtag Boomy is a war criminal. Boomy is my cat. I love you so much. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Marissa Brown's the best person ever, and if you don't know her because she's dope. Mic drop.
I would say the same.
Attention, attention. This is your bestie. This is your twin flame. This is for the lovely, the one and only Mikkel Lee Kendrick. Ugh, oh my God. I could talk about you and rave about you all day, but we don't have time for all of that. So I'm going to keep it short and cute. Mikkel, you are such a joyful, compassionate, well-rounded, grounded human being. And I'm inspired by all of those facets of you every single day. And I'm just so grateful to be able to call you a friend. And I'm just so grateful to have you in my life. Honestly, we talk about this every now and then, but Mikkel and I became roommates via Facebook Messenger. And I remember during Stars 101, freshman year, I was so nervous to meet you. And I was like, I gotta impress him. You know, I gotta make a great impression because we're gonna be roommates. And if I'm that weird person, then he's not gonna like me. And then as soon as I met you, all my guards went down. Like, I immediately felt welcome. I immediately knew this was not someone I had to fake around. I could just be my authentic self. And we just hit it off from jump, and look at where we are now. We graduate next year, and here we are still making strides and making memories every day, even during a pandemic. But I am just so grateful for you, and I love you so, so much. And I don't ever want you to forget how loved you are.
My name is Angeli Pena. I am a sophomore acting BFA major with a directing minor. I am of Cuban Dominican descent. I am the daughter of immigrants. I call Miami, Florida, my home. It is part of my identity. When I think of my identity, I think of my mother. I think of the woman who emigrated from her home to a foreign country where the American dream resides. I think of the woman who left her own home in pursuit of opportunity and prosperity. I think of the woman who only had memories of her life in Cuba and her mother to her name, and now has a legacy to follow. My mother is the backbone of my family. She raised my brother and me while working and studying to become a nurse. My mother taught me by example. She taught me the importance of education and following my dreams, whatever they may be, while keeping myself level-headed. She taught me compassion, generosity, strength, and humility. My mother isn't perfect. My mother makes mistakes, but my mother was always a constant in my life. My mother tackled work and school to better herself and our family. My mother showed me what a good person should be. My mother is a 42-year-old woman with curly brown hair and a beautiful smile, a contagious laugh, and no filter for her words. My mother is a woman who tells it how she sees it, the result of a lifetime of tribulations. My mother is the kindest, most generous person I know, and I am proud to be her daughter. No matter how far away we are to each other, I know home is only a FaceTime call away. I love you, Mommy. Thank you for everything I know.
Hey Holly, it's Dee. I just said goodbye to you like an hour and a half ago, and I'll see you again in like 2 more hours, but I just needed to tell you how much I love you and miss you and value you as a human and as a friend, and how I'm so excited that we now get to work together. So basically we will be seeing a lot of each other all the time, and we actually, my favorite thing about Ollie and I is that we have a nickname for ourselves, which is our combined name is Dolly. And we have Dolly time. We have a Dolly playlist that we play on the car to go to work. And it's just a bunch of songs that we scream at the top of our lungs to get the energy out before we go to a certain place. And that's one of my favorite things about us, is that we can just laugh and be silly together and fun. And something that I really love and appreciate about you is you never cease to amaze me with your talent and creativity. And it's just, you're on to the next project, you're on to the next thing, and you throw your entire heart and soul into whatever you're doing at all times. And that is something that I admire so much about you. I love you, and well, I guess I'll see you soon, but bye, bestie.
We're walking to find Madison.
There she is.
What's going on today, Madison?
Today is Honorary Jason Day. I have set all this up with the help of Anna Lou and Shelby. At Scissortail Park, which he loves this place. I basically just wanted to take today to celebrate him because he's just such a wonderful human being and he deserves to be celebrated. I got all of his favorite stuff. He loves sandwiches, he loves cookie dough bites, he loves to play with balls, and he loves blue Gatorade, and I got him a cake, and I got him a sign, and all of our friends and family have said wonderful things about him. So hopefully he'll be surprised because he never gets surprises, so I'm excited. Hopefully he has like the worst time finding parking. That would be great. Hi, are you here? Okay, he's coming.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Jason! Hi, Jason! Come on! It's Jason Day. I came today Honorary Jason Day. So I got all your favorite things and we're gonna celebrate you today.
That's awesome.
I got you a cake and I got all your favorite things. I got you some balloons. And these are my friends.
Hey.
Look at that.
That's fantastic.
And everybody here knows it too. Yeah, everyone is here. I got us turkey and cheddar sandwiches. There's no weird sauces on it.
No weird sauces. You know me so well.
I think we might need to see Jason cut the Jason Day cake as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty sure this isn't how you cut a cake, but
I also got like the cheapest little thing. Cheers to Jason Day.
Hey Lisi, Kamal here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kamal. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and Lisi, Levy, and I have been best friends since 6th grade, going on, I think, almost 12 years, which is insane, like literally almost half of our lives. And I'm so glad I could help out with these virtual love letters. And I wanted to send one to someone who's very special to me. Lisi has been there in the moments of great joy, the moments of great pain, of awkwardness, of all of those kind of adolescent moments. I look back on them and Lisi is always there. She is so generous of spirit, so kind-hearted, funny. She's funny. A lot of people don't give her credit, but she is funny. And on top of that, she and I, we just get each other. And I don't think I communicate with anyone as well as I can communicate with Lisi. So yeah, I just wanted to send this virtual love letter and send you all my love. I can't wait to be home and go to the farmer's market like we talked about and just live our lives like we used to. Anyway, sending you all my love.
Are we rolling?
You're right. Okay. 1 second. It says leasing exclamation point.
That's you. Wish I could read this. Okay.
Okay, so both of us answer.
What do you know
About the other person.
Nothing. I know your name.
Not one thing.
I
You're getting your education master's.
I know you're a sophomore and I know that you're Irish.
I know that you're a big fan of Thomas Sanders.
You are correct.
Yeah.
And that's all you know.
That's all I know.
I know that you're annoying. This is really embarrassing. I'm blanking on your major.
Actually, I'm really not sure what your major is either.
I know that you love the Lord. I know that you have a lot of friends, like a really good reputation. Well, I know that your name is Joey. Should start off with that one. And I know your middle name is Lee. And I know that your last name is Derby.
I know you directed The Revolutionist, I want to say.
Indeed.
I didn't watch it, but I know you.
Like, you really made me feel comfortable, and I don't even like really know you that well.
And I know you're stupider than me.
Word.
I know you are somewhat quiet, but when people get to know you, you are a hoot. I love you.
We've got a lot of mutual friends that never really have hung out ourselves.
Yes.
We're just starting to hang out like pre-COVID. Like,
Yeah. I know that you are so kind, and I was telling Shelby earlier today that I feel like I see your face, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to hug you.
Please.
Tell you my whole life story.
Please. Please.
So that's what I know about you.
What do you think my superpower is?
You posted a couple pictures on Instagram a couple days ago that it was like you and Trevor trying out the different hair color filters.
Oh yeah.
And the purple one, I don't know why, but I was like, she looks like a superhero. And then I was like, and she can tell when people are lying.
Okay, well, if it was a superpower, I would say the ability to know the future, because I'm selfish and I would always be right, and I would like that a lot because I could say, no, I know, I'm right and you're wrong.
What's the best compliment a stranger has ever given you?
I think a compliment that I've gotten a couple times from strangers, pre-COVID times, was that I had a nice smile.
Ooh, I love this one.
What compliment do you wish someone would give you?
I am a words of affirmation kind of person, let me tell you.
Like if someone keeps complimenting me about one role or like one type of role, then I want to work on the other ones. But if people are complimenting all the roles that I play, I'm like, thanks.
Then I'm a great friend. Because I hope I am.
Probably that they see how hard I'm working and that I'm doing like a great job. I feel like I don't hear that quite enough. And I work really, really hard on everything that I do.
Well, school has been really hard for me lately. It's been really overwhelming. I made a D on a lab exam. Didn't really go very well. It was the first D I've ever made in my life. I texted Casey about it, and he just like was messaging me, and he was like, I'm so proud of you because I see like the work that you're doing, and I just feel like I don't hear that compliment enough because I don't give it to myself.
I dare you.
I was actually gonna say I want to put you in the mirror and you say that right now.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. We'll move it over.
Just whenever?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yes! Absolutely!
I'm proud of you!
Yeah!
Oh, if you could bottle up a feeling and carry it around, what would it be?
Jealousy? Like I don't want it in me. I don't want to feel it, but I know that it's there sometimes. And I feel like it's something that I'm struggling with a lot right now. So I would want it with me so that I know that it's there and I'm aware of it. But it would be nice to have it outside of me.
I like this question.
What is something you're proud of that you never get the excuse to talk about?
I talk about everything. I never shut up. Nobody asks, but I talk about it anyway. My sister, I think one of the things I'm most proud of in my life is my relationship with her. You know, usually when I talk about my sister, it's really superficial. Just like people ask if you have siblings and you kind of say yes. But I think that my sister is the person I consider myself closest to in the world in general. You always make me feel so good about myself, so Like, and she was like, you've showed me the way that I want to feel.
That's so sweet. I have 2 older sisters, and so I kind of always wish I had that relationship with them, but they're like both like a lot older than me, and so it makes it difficult.
I'm proud of my progress in like socializing. I feel like it's annoying when I'm always like, oh yeah, I have social anxiety. I feel like I say that a lot, but I have made genuine progress. Cause like last semester, if I saw someone I knew, I'd like run in the other direction. And it's like, it's not like I don't like you, it's just like I don't know how to interact with people.
I was actually kind of surprised that you had signed up for this in general, because like I know you're kind of a person who's like, I'm not sure I want to talk about this. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
But like I really appreciate stuff like this, and it's stuff that I like watching.
Yeah.
So I was like, why not?
What has your growth been like though? Because I'm interested, because I've felt the same way, because you know you're always told to not have pride.
I think that my confidence has to come from a worldwide confidence instead of just a confidence in myself.
Yeah.
And if I would want my sibling to take time for themselves, I would also want me to.
Yeah.
And if I would want them to be proud of themselves, I also want me to.
I think having a sense of pride is something that's kind of difficult for me.
Is there anything you can think of that you've done that was like really big that you never got the chance to feel proud of, that you could maybe think about feeling proud of yourself?
Oh, getting in here. Yeah.
To OSU?
To OSU. Yeah. Yeah, I never really celebrated that because my getting into college experience was so incredibly stressful.
You should feel proud.
Thanks.
I'm an interfaith coach from IFIC, and like I don't talk to people about that at all because no one knows what interfaith is, or the people that do are like in that niche bubble.
Right.
But it was a really cool experience. It was like a year-long experience. I was able to get selected out of like 10, like it was only 10 students selected out of the entire nation, which was really cool.
Cool.
And we all went to Chicago and like got to know each other. We spent the weekend with each other, just like living in a house, cooking with each other, and like it was so cool.
As far as like, you know, this church didn't talk to this church because they were, you know, this denomination or whatever, and there was just lots of division, and like, what the heck, man? Like, how can you call someone your brother or your sister and like not love them, you know? And we planned this huge event, and it was like this like worship night thing, and like I preached, and like I led the whole service or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. To me, that is like one of the most proud things, the proudest thing that I've ever done, because, and not just for myself, but for the others that did it with me, you know? Yeah, because, and we had like 500 students show up.
What is something you never want to change about yourself?
It's something I don't want to change?
Probably my sense of humor. I consider myself a pretty funny person, and I can find like the bright side in a lot of things.
I think I'm spunky when I want to be.
I don't think I ever want to change how stubborn I can be.
Anna, why would you put this in here? I guess this is the part where we get into like, as a gay man, just like growing up, I look back and you know, people always ask, like, when did you know? That's always been a part of me, you know? Like, girls would do this thing in elementary school where they would just like go around and tell people that I was their boyfriend, and then I had to be like, whoa.
I do that.
Yeah, there's one right there.
The desire to learn, because you're not done learning until you're done.
Ooh, my kindness and my happiness, because I feel like if I let that go, then I don't know who Mikkel will be anymore, because that's what I hold on to as my identity, because like I like to be the joy in people's lives.
And you are. It's true. You're doing it. That is who Mikkel is. I know. I would honestly say the same thing for myself.
My love for people. I hope that never goes away. My older boss, he taught me, you know, he told me one time, he said, Chris, you got to find out like what drives you. Love for people, for right now at least, that's what drives me, and I think that I hope it stays that way because I love people. I don't want to be lonely, you know?
I agree. I think everybody needs a little bit more love.
Yeah.
What would your younger self think of who you are now?
Honestly, I feel like my younger self would think I'm a super cool dude. If I saw this dude with super long hair who's like longboarding, who can sing and everything, yeah, I definitely want to impress me.
I think you would like you too.
Until I find out that I am me.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh no.
I think she'd be pretty proud of me. She'd probably be pissed I'm not princess yet. I don't know. I think she would be sad to see how sad I am sometimes though, because I was such a happy kid.
Oh, damn.
Both of us answer this one. What has been, oh dear.
What has been
your happiest moment
of this past year?
What has been your happiest moment of this past year?
That's hard. Need a second.
We both were like,
So what was a year ago?
COVID, like the beginning of
Oh my god!
I have to think about it.
Yeah, I need time to think about this.
We're both like being able to come back to campus.
I became super close to my mom.
They just make me feel so loved.
I didn't know there were that many people in my life that cared that much about me.
Because Sunday was the year anniversary of me leaving London.
I really tried to like value last summer because I realized that like, shoot, you know, these are my younger siblings that like I'll probably like never actually live with again.
Probably meeting my girlfriend. Yeah, it's cool.
I'm back home and I'm sitting down at my grandma's house with my dad, and I was just, I was broken, and I remember I told him, I was like, she was my best friend, man. And then he's sitting there and he goes, what the hell? I thought I was your best friend. And then I start crying and I'm like, fuck you, man. He goes, fuck you. And then it was the first time in my life I've ever seen my dad like bawl like a baby. Yeah. And it sounded like he was laughing.
Funny story. I got a boyfriend in quarantine.
It was kind of nice to be able to spend, that time together as a family before he went off to college and I went back off to college.
Me and 4 friends went stargazing to Oklahoma, in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma. Everything that matters to me right now is here.
Wait, I have a stargazing story that literally means so much to me. There were no clouds and there was like no light pollution. When I got to hug my parents after study abroad, that was scary. My niece was born this year. She's the best thing ever. I had only met them a week ago, but I felt like I was special to them and that my birthday was special to them, and I was really grateful for that. And also, my aunt and uncle had a baby this year. She's really cute and sweet and smart, and you can just tell how much joy she's bringing everyone.
And my cousin also just had a baby that summer, and he was like 3 months old, so my entire summer was me babysitting, and I loved it.
I can't think of one.
That's valid.
I'm honestly not sure. But I think I know what yours is.
What is mine?
Meeting
Meeting Maggie.
Yeah.
For context, Maggie is my online friend. There's video of us meeting, and it's one of those videos that it's exactly stereotypically what you think it is.
Hold on. What's your favorite?
I honestly don't know.
Or like when we went and saying Halloween.
Yeah,
Halloween. We went to go chill at Halloween.
Out on Halloween, that was a fun time. I feel like I got to know you guys a lot better.
I have just like a laundry list of things that I could say were good this year.
What's something other people would never guess about you? Oh, I am not nearly as organized as I lead on. I'm really good at anything that's in a professional setting or a school setting, tip-top shape, color-coded, prepared 2 days in advance. But anything that's not professional is just complete chaos.
This comes from me having shaved in my head. But so many people are like, you're such a badass, you're so confident, I could never pull that off. But nobody calls me badass anymore. They used to piss me off. Why is this hair what makes you think that I'm strong? Yeah. I am so strong for so many other things.
Yeah.
I love doing a lot of things. I love being involved, but I am so tired of dividing my time and attention, and so tired of the weight of a lot of responsibility, and that I feel like I'm sounding like poor me. I've had a lot of opportunities and I'm very grateful for them, but when that all goes away, who am I when I'm left without that?
My parents have told me that I have resting bitch face.
Hey, I don't think anything our parents think of is true though, because they've known you your whole life. I don't think they can give an unbiased opinion because they've seen you grow up.
You're right. You're right.
You don't have to say their name, But is there someone already in your life that you wish you knew better?
Probably my sister, because we know each other really well. Like, she's like my best friend. But I feel like there's still a lot about her that I don't know, especially because she's still living at home and like I'm out here.
I wish I knew my cousins in Argentina better. Well, they speak Spanish and I don't. I'm not fluent. So it's hard. The language barrier is hard when it's your family. Sometimes it just feels like my cousins in Argentina and I are like similar enough that I feel like if I had gotten to know them and was fluent in Spanish, we would be really close. So
I saw him today, Casey. Just because I care about him so much, and he makes me laugh and he makes me just feel better. I don't know.
I also feel like Casey just like is the type of person that just like when you meet him, you're like, oh my god, this dude's so fun. He doesn't let a lot of people see him like under the surface. But I do think that like knowing him on like a deeper level is like really, I feel like it just rounds out who he is.
I'm like shy. Girl, you gotta get in and crack open the shell. I'm not gonna open it for you.
I don't know. Maybe the day will come.
Yeah.
I mean, I am staying for another year, so.
I think you could creep your way into his life. That's what I did. And now we're BFFs, so.
You are BFFs. Y'all are awesome.
I love him.
What parts of yourself do you see in me?
I feel like I can see you like being outside, like looking up at the clouds or like seeing like a leaf like flying a certain way.
No, that's exact. Actually, the sky is like my favorite thing in all of nature ever. And I actually dyed my hair. Like, I picked a picture of the sunset that I really liked. I'm really glad that you kind of picked up on that, because not a lot of people know that about me.
Probably like you said, you know, more like the spunky. So probably like more like the fun part of my personality. Not to say that I'm not a fun person, but like it definitely comes out in moments.
Dude, we just kind of got into this, but what parts of yourself do you see in me?
Well, we like predicted and answered that question, but I do see that kind of desire to try and do everything, and I love that, and I think it's a good thing.
But you just like, you walked in and I could tell that you were strong in who you are and what you believe, without the need to project it loudly. And I feel like, I hope that I might be like that too.
Yeah, I've gotten that a lot, about like soft confidence kind of vibe.
Because you have it, girl.
Oh, thank you. I think you do have it as well. I think you're a little more confident, probably.
Well, I am a Leo.
Are you trying to prove yourself on anything?
Like, I'm a first generation Mexican American, and I'm proud of that. But like, my parents did come to this country to give me a better opportunity. So therefore, I feel the need to like get something out of it and like, I don't know, be successful.
Like if I'm not at home laying down, I'm trying to do something, you know, further myself in somebody's eyes, because you got family to uphold, like ancestors to uphold. And
Yeah, I'm trying to prove myself to myself that I can hold myself together. And I'm trying to produce meaningful art and trying to learn a lot and as much as I can and uphold meaningful relationships and not go down the gutter in my mental state.
outside of your career, what would make you successful?
Probably just being happy. That sounds so like going through life day to day and not feeling miserable.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Is there a feeling you miss?
Lance came up to me and he was like, man, I've been thinking about you, because I always used to give him a hug every day, and he's like, you must be dying, man, not being able to hug anyone.
I was just saying to a friend the other day, it might have been you actually, I can't remember, but I was saying that I really feel like tiny moments of spontaneity have been lost recently, because there's so much, you have to plan a lot of things to like be safe.
Is there a feeling you miss?
Sorry.
I think I just read that and didn't process what it meant.
What a casual way to say that. Like, I haven't been in a relationship in a really long time, but like being like in love with someone and being super close with that individual in a way that like no one else is.
That's a crazy question from you, Ellie. I'm sorry.
What? More? Another one? Okay, well.
I'm gonna use my crossword. Okay.
All right, ready? In one word, describe the feeling of being in love.
Well, the first one I was gonna say that immediately came to mind was comfort. Like I was saying earlier, like being in love and having like a crush on someone or like lightly talking to someone, they're completely different.
Like feeling safe in the knowledge that whatever you say, the person will understand. And if they don't understand, they will try to.
Yeah, I mean, it's just someone meeting you where you're at.
The word that's popping up for me is safety. Like, not to be sappy or anything, but like those moments where Trevor and I are together and like we just hug in a certain way, or like I lay my head on his shoulder a certain way, it like strikes my whole body as like I feel safe.
Peace. I was thinking of a lot of words, but that one is good.
Was peace the first one you thought?
No.
What was the first one?
Joy. Because I feel peaceful. It opens up a lot of room to feel a lot of other things.
In one word, how would you describe the feeling of being in love?
Gay.
What could you talk about for hours?
Oh my gosh, I'm really exposing myself here, but me and my boyfriend will just like watch documentaries and then we'll like be so into it and then we talk for like hours afterwards and then we quiz each other on history.
God. Quiz time. That's cute. I like that. That's cool that you have someone to do that with too.
Honestly, my dreams. I guess passion is a big thing for me too. And especially with COVID and everything, like there hasn't been much of that in my opinion.
If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, what would you want to know? Would you want to know?
I feel like I would want to know if I ever become happy with myself. I am such a self-conscious person, and I feel like it just weighs down my everyday life. And so I think if I got the chance to be in front of a crystal ball, I would want to see when that happens and if it happens. But even that kind of scares me because I'm scared that it's never going to happen. So I would probably sit there and be like having a internal conflict of, do I actually want to know, or should I just ask just cause?
I probably wouldn't. Like, I would never want to hear my own destiny because I feel like my life would then become like a Greek tragedy of me trying to avoid that because it's destined for me. Hubris. I don't know.
Did you just panda the
I did just side eye the camera.
It has not been the first time.
Because I'd like to assume that it's stupid and wrong. And that I write my own destiny.
But what if that's the destiny that like you find?
Stop. What about you?
No, I didn't have to answer that one.
Oh. Alright.
What is something you admire about me?
I feel like me and you have been through a lot of similar stuff. You always bounce back. You know, you keep trudging through even though you got bricks on your feet. You just keep going. You're one of the people who keeps going, who doesn't give up and die.
Yeah.
What do you think my calling is?
I think that you're gonna be like an amazing like teacher one day. Like you're going to pass like life lessons down that need to be passed down.
You have so much power and like gifts within yourself that you can like change a whole generation of people. And like, why not start when they're young? And I feel like you have the ability to really connect with people so young to like transform their mindset and get them thinking how the world should be thinking.
I love how I'm nervous.
We've talked about like your TikTok and like your influence. So I feel like your calling is definitely still being in like kind of in the public eye with people because people like look up to you and they like see themselves in you.
I almost want to answer that one for you.
I was gonna say, go ahead.
You are very like relatable. Like when we talk, like I feel like you understand.
That makes me happy. That's my
And
goal.
although the social anxiety kind of blocks that, when you get past that, like it's really interesting to get to know you. I don't know if you like writing, but like journalist.
That makes me really happy that you say that. I kind of have this like little obsession with like slam poetry and like public speaking and stuff, but it's so hard for me to do that. So that's like the blocking there. But if I wasn't like afraid.
That's really interesting that we both like that's what we want.
Yeah.
The calling is like what we want.
When did you last sing to yourself? Or to someone else?
Right out there in the hallway. I actually write, record, and produce my own music. Casey Starr on all streaming platforms. And one day when I'm accepting my Grammy, they're gonna roll this clip. With the mask, it's become like a thing because like I'll be just like out in public like humming to myself and people can't see.
Yeah. I make faces and I'm like, people can't see. So then I'll just be like,
yeah.
Tell me about a stranger you still think about.
Okay, so last spring break I took a trip to New Mexico, and then there was this old homeless man outside of one of the shops. He was playing like a wooden flute that he had made, and everybody was like avoiding him and like wasn't talking to him, and I was like, yo, let's go talk to him, let's just go see what he's up to. And we did, and he told us his whole life story about how when he was like 30 he quit all his jobs and just wanted to travel the world, and so he made this one flute that he takes with him everywhere and just stands up outside of places and plays and see who comes and talk to him about life and just everything. And he was so sweet, sweetest man I've ever met.
I feel like that you met someone like from a myth, like a mythology.
I had to be.
Matched with this guy on Bumble. The guy was like a musician, but like a nerd, like a nerdy musician like me type of thing. You know Shrek 2? Do you know do you know the fairy godmother? And she's like, right before holding out for a hero, the most epic ballad of all time, she's like, C minor, put it in C minor. And then the piano starts in G minor. And we both had like the same reaction of like, we have noticed this forever and no one else has cared. It was like a 5-hour date and it was incredible. And I had a flight the next morning at 6 a.m. and he like, I think it was like one of those like, have you seen like that graphic of like, how like lives touch each other? And so I felt it was like just like one of those like ships in the night and like never again. I think about just how willing we were to like be vulnerable with each other, like in such a like self-contained way of like we both knew that like it wasn't gonna go anywhere, but still like we opened up to each other and like had a really, really good night.
What is the biggest question you're trying to answer right now?
This is gonna be deep, but I'm trying to figure out why it's so easy for me to like give love and to give it out to people, but it's so hard to take it in and accept it.
Kind of realized that maybe you gotta start with yourself.
Yeah.
And figuring out, you know, why people love you and, you know, what great things you do have about yourself that make people love you.
Do I believe what I say I believe in terms of my faith? And am I really exploring my gender, or am I just doing it because because it's cool?
And it's a good thing to question your faith. I want to like emphasize that because I know too many people who believe things very blindly.
I've just been overthinking how my last semester, and it's not even semester, it's like month and a half, should be spent. I found so much of myself in the past 3.5 years. And like home will always be there. Like I can always go back to St. Louis and see those friends or like visit people, but you know, like none of us are gonna stay here. It's not like I'm just leaving and then everyone's gonna remain here so that I don't have to worry about finding a way to like reconnect with people.
Sure. What will you
remember from this?
I'll remember you.
I think sometimes I can just get in that headspace, and I think that does like cut off those parts of my personality. I think that's something that was just brought a little bit more to attention because of what you said. What about you?
I didn't know I'd grown so much. Like honestly, this was like a personal and also guided like hole into holy crap, I become like a person I like.
You were talking about time. I have always felt like I'm short on time. Also, you never know when life is gonna end, which sounds a little dark. Yeah. But like I just want to do everything.
Truly one of my greatest fears is like being on my deathbed and like feeling like I didn't do everything I wanted to do, which is ridiculous.
That y'all are all really dope.
That there's someone else at OSU who's like thinking the same things I am and feeling like the same way I am and valuing the same things I do.
OCU is so tiny and is a bubble, and I feel like I'm the only one with like this mindset of like, let's smile, let's like promote happiness and joy across everyone. But now that I know you're out there, I feel like we both got some work to do, and we're both doing the work that needs to be done.
I think like how spot on you either like got me or other people have also perceived me.
Just slowing down and like really looking my friend, and like our phones are all in airplane mode. Like, we are really here.
You were in so many classes of mine, and I was like, well, this person is gonna be my friend. I might as well. And I like felt comfortable enough to go up to you because I knew you were approachable.
Maybe we would have met.
Yeah,
in another way.
I
don't know. Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, no.
Anything.
Not you.
What do I need to hear right now? Is that a me thing? Damn.
Like, you got this. I know that, like I said, like you make people feel comfortable and stuff, but I feel like you have your moments of insecurity just like everyone else does. But I need you to know that like you're way better than you think you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What do I need to hear right now?
You need to hear that you are doing really, really well. Like, despite the past year, you still want certain things to be different in your life. I think you're on the up slide now. And, yeah, and that I love you.
I do, Grant.
Oh, do you have any advice you've thought to give me during this?
If there's a person out there who this doesn't apply to, I would want to ask them why. I want to give you the advice to not be so hard on yourself, because you also seem like that type of person who is very hard on yourself. Say like, I am okay with what has happened and where I am at this moment. I'm okay with who I am as a person.
Do you have any advice that you've thought to give me while doing this?
I felt like I spent so much of my life, like when I was younger, being like, oh, you have to like hide that, hide this, like do that. Like I just wish I could tell everybody like, don't. I feel like as soon as you said like, you feel like this funky personality of me that doesn't come out as often, like why not? That would be so much fun to see more of that.
Yeah, thanks.
I like this. Do you have any advice you've thought to give me while doing this?
You're just gonna keep going and keep doing things. And imagine, like, if you're already doing all of this at OCU, like, you're gonna be doing even greater things when you're out in the real world. Just don't feel defined by what you do, because you're interesting just on your own.
Thanks.
Do you have any advice that you would like to give me while doing this?
A lot of joyful, happy moments that I feel right now, I know that I won't be feeling in the summer, and I'll have different forms of joy. But when I remember that, it makes me feel less like, oh, I need to have a break right now. You know, and I think the way that I'm feeling happy and feeling fulfilled and full of joy right now, I'm not gonna be feeling that in a few weeks. So we just gotta hold on to it while we're here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Is that it? Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, is it over?
Okie dokie.
Girl, I was like scared for that. That was fun.
Thanks.
You're a great friend, Chris.
Thank you.
Do I follow you on Instagram? I'm gonna have to, connect on the socials after this.
You are awesome.
Oh, also, for the camera, I just want to make this known. This is what Anna labeled my questions as.
Jennifer, Jessica, and Rick, I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you've done for us. Jennifer, you have so much knowledge and you're always so excited to share it with us and relate to us about cool niche things that we like, and you've given me so many cool job opportunities to look into, and I just really appreciate the excitement that you bring to our classes. Jessica, I could not imagine what this time would have been like without you. You are so awesome. You're always so helpful. I know that I can go to you and hang out with you in your office and just talk about things, and your relationship with me is very important to me, so I'm very appreciative of you. And Rick, I am so grateful for everything that you've done for us, all of the projects we've worked on. We have so much fun in class. You often wonder if you've really taught us anything, but I think what's more important is that we all know how much you care about us. From the very beginning, you fight for us, support us, encourage us to do big things, and I think at the end of the day, that is your legacy and your impact on us. So thank you.
Hi, Rick, Jennifer, and Jessica. I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done. I know that if I ever need anything, I can come to you and you will make sure that I'm taken care of. So thank you so much. I can tell that you care a lot about what you do, and it does not go unappreciated.
Hey Jennifer, just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done for us as students and in our classes. I know that I've found it extremely helpful to be able to reach out to you and discuss different projects, and your help throughout that has been incredible and gives me a lot of inspiration for the future.
Jennifer, our first female professor in the BA, so exciting. Thank you so much for all of your wisdom and knowledge that you bestow upon us. Even in the short amount of time that I've known you, you have taught me so much and you have so much to give, and we are all so grateful to have you a part of our program now and a part of the BA family. So thank you so much, Jennifer, for all your work.
Hi Jessica, I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me for the last couple of years, from my first advisement to enrolling today. I just appreciate everything that you've done, and so much more than I could say in a video. And yeah, thank you so much.
Hey Rick, just wanted to hop on here and say thank you for everything you've done for the program and for the students here. I know your mentorship has been incredibly helpful, and the opportunities that you've helped us create on campus and off campus has been amazing. So hope to work with you in the future.
Thank you, Jessica, for always helping with literally every problem we have with our schedules. You always answer your email super quick. You actually care about us rather than just telling us what to do, and always seem excited to see us, and I like seeing you during the day too. Thank you.
I would like to extend a thank you to Jessica Trench, because you are the reason I'm able to get 2 minors with my degree, and I am so grateful for all of your help over the last few years. Outside of working with my schedule and being able to put me in classes, you were always a very calming and shining presence, and I love sitting in your office and being able to joke with you and be silly and eat little candies out of your little bowl. Thank you so much for the last 2 years, and I'm so grateful for you.
Hey Jessica, just wanted to hop on and say thank you for being able to deal with all of my craziness and all of the other students' craziness of scheduling and everything, and beyond that, just being a great mentor and leader in the community of OCU and the community around OCU. You're quite an amazing person, and I'm very glad we get to work with you.
Hi Rick. We're costume crew for a show for Bright Room. Yeah. We just want to say thank you for. Shit, someone's coming. Hey, we're back. It's intermission. We just wanted to say thank you, Rick. We love you. Thanks for bringing us to the BA.
We love you very much.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you.
Thank you for everything you do for us.
Yeah, it is very much appreciated. Yeah. We love you. Love you. Bye.
Hi, Rick. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being a place with an open door for me over the last 3 years, and for always being someone who encourages and listens to me as I try to figure out how to do everything, and for always taking the time out of your day to sit down with me and listen, talk things out with me, and point me in the right direction when I'm not sure what direction that is. And I'm a little upset with you for leaving this year, but I know that that is just because we have spent the last 3 years sharing a lot of stories and a lot of laughs, and getting to work with you over the last 3 years has been a really big privilege, and you've really shaped my time here at OCU.
I would like to say thank you to Rick Reeves. You came into the school for a totally different purpose that changed very quickly, but we are so grateful in the BA to have had the leadership that you had, and I am grateful that the last few years of my degree has been spent with you. And I hope that life after OCU, as it is for the rest of the seniors, is fulfilling and gracious and fun. We are very grateful for you in the BA, and I would like to say thank you.
Hi Rick, I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you've done for us over the last 3 years. I appreciate literally everything that you've done. I wouldn't be where I am today without you, and yeah, I just really hope that you have a wonderful rest of your year and that you do wonderful things in the future. Thank you so much.
Hey Rick, Jennifer, and Jessica. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I think I speak for everybody when I say you've made this program awesome and what it is. Jessica, thanks for hearing me out whenever I came to you and I thought that it would be a good idea to double major in theater and performance and film. I don't know why I did that, but thanks, and I'm still gonna do it. Jennifer, thank you so much for always being a trusted listener, for listening to me and taking me seriously at times when I really felt like no one else was, and I learned so much from your classes, and it turns out that the kind of stuff that I was already geeking out about is an actual study. So thanks for teaching me that, and thanks for letting me write a paper about Dr. Doofenshmirtz being gay. Rick. Man, thank you. Look, man, I'm just glad that you were here. You've taught me a lot. I like about life in general, and you also have always listened to me. You've been a good, be real with you, Rick, there haven't been very many men in my life that I can really trust like I can trust you. And I know that you're gonna be really missed here, but thanks for believing in all of us and believing in me, and you already know you're great, whatever.
Oh, my heart was beating really fast earlier when I was practicing. Olive, Tan, Anna, and Emily. The fact that when I think about my time at OCU, the four of you are inseparable from it is very special to me. Olive, I think that you always have this extra perspective and so much extra knowledge on things that none of us do, and it's part of what makes you such a great researcher and dramaturg, but you always have this extra bit of information that rounds out the idea, and I think that that is a really important, valuable thing that has been a part of our group, so thank you. Tan, I will still always be there though to tell you that you do really, really, really great work that you should be proud of because you are talented at so many different things. Anna, the other part of the Anna sandwich, I am so glad that I was the Anna Lou to your AP. You're always having so much fun and you are so good at getting other people to join in on that. That is something that you are gonna take with you and make people keep feeling. Just so everyone knows, any class that you have been in where Emily and I are in that class together, I have 100% texted her. I do it often, actually, and it's normally just a funny, out of nowhere joke comment that I send her to catch her off guard and just give her an unexpected giggle. I know that I can go to you to talk about life and just to laugh with, and then when I really need you, you are there. There's a reason that we always like to work together when we've been in classes since then, is because we know what we can do. We know that we are so strong when we work together. Sad to think about not having that moving forward, but I will still have it. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that I love all of you and I'm so proud of us, and thank you.